What is going on, Laker fans? Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Want to spend a little time talking about obviously last night's game against the Denver Nuggets. If you guys are unaware of what we do here on ESPN LA, Lakers Talk Daily just started again. We did it last season. Monday through Friday, we'll put up some Lakers content. So please subscribe to the channel here. It's not just Lakers Talk Daily. We got obviously all our shows that we're streaming and everything else. So you can get all your local sports right here on 710 ESPN and of course on YouTube as well. Okay, so a couple things stood out last night in Lakers opening night loss to the Denver Nuggets. Two things that I want to focus on. One, I want to focus on LeBron's minutes, and two, I want to focus on Anthony Davis not scoring in the second half. Look, I'll make this very simple. Lakers lost the game. They dug themselves a big-time hole in that first half. I think we're down. At the end of the first quarter, they were down 14. At one point, they were down 18. It's just really, really difficult to try to come back against a good team like the Denver Nuggets, a talented team like the Nuggets, when you dig yourself that type of a hole. Let's put that to the side for a second. Anthony Davis last night had a really good first half. Had 17 points, was kind of toe-to-toe with Nikola Jokic. And, you're saying to yourself, like, okay, hey, it's exactly what you need from AD. Lakers are hanging around. Again, it wasn't ideal the way they started the game. So he had 17 in the first half, and Anthony Davis, by the time the game was over, had 17 total and did not score a single point in the second half. And I'm going to repeat that again. Anthony Davis did not have one freaking point in the second half. Very, very frustrating to see that. And I'm not telling you that that's the specific reason why the Lakers lost that game. There were a number of elements. It wasn't just one thing or one reason why the Lakers lost the game. But to have your star not get one bucket in the second half, you're not going to win many games like that, especially on the road, especially against the defending champs. I bet, especially when the other side's got Nikola Jokic, who's putting up 29, 11, and 13 like it's nothing, because that's what Jokic does. You just can't have that. There's literally no excuse for Anthony Davis to not be effective in a full 24-minute half for the Lakers, especially with that, how much of a focal point, how important that he is. Let me read a quote here from Anthony Davis of why. He shot 0 of 6 from the field in the second half, so it's not like he wasn't shooting, even though I would argue that 0 of 6 is not enough. I'd rather him go 0 for 12 in the second half. But here's what AD's quote says. He said, they started double teaming. They're trying to crowd the paint. I missed some easy jumpers around the rim and little jumpers, just trying to make the right play, give it up to our guys. If I'm doubled, kick it out to Rui. He had an open three. Gabe had open threes. They just didn't fall, but I got to shoot it more. I don't know. When I read that, I get that you're trying to make the right play. I understand that that's kind of part of the thought process there, but I don't know of too many stars that don't score in the second half when you're on the road. I don't know of too many stars that we talk about. I'm not sure. I'm not, has Jokic had a game where he just doesn't do anything in one full half? Has Giannis? Has Embiid? Has some of these other guys? Has Bron? It's a head scratcher. And that, to me, was really the main storyline of the game. That, are we doing this again with Anthony Davis already in just game one? We're already having part of this conversation. So I thought that was very, very frustrating. So Laker fans, if you got your thoughts on this, we're going to talk about it a lot more coming up at 10 o'clock when Travis and I do our show. But that definitely is one of my jump starters from yesterday. The other thing that I thought was interesting last night, and I actually really, really like it. I mean, I wish Lakers were more effective when he wasn't on the floor. LeBron only played 29 minutes last night. And I know some people are going to say, well, how are you going to win a game if LeBron's only playing 29? And what are the Lakers doing? Blah, blah, blah. I got a couple quotes I want to read here of what the game plan was in regards to that. Here's Darvin Ham. It's easy with him to get caught up in the emotion of the game, and you tend to forget you want to play these long stretches. But in order for him to be as effective as possible, we have to be mindful of the minute output and how long his stretches are. So it sounds like this is a game plan that the Lakers have. Bron said, "This is the system in place, and I'm going to follow it." Also said something to the fact that basically he knows about it. It's not like there's a partnership between Pelinka, the front office, and everybody else that will try to help him get through the entire season. That's the thought process there. I like the idea. I like the concept. Now, I wish other players were more effective when he wasn't there, specifically AD, specifically Rui Hachimura, who was just 3 of 10, only had 6 points. I thought D'Lo and Austin Reeves. Now, I liked Austin Reeves had 8 rebounds. I like that D'Angelo Russell had 7 assists, but I thought both of those players were not efficient enough on offense. So they're going to need more help. If he's going to play under 30 minutes, then the Lakers need, a number of other players to help contribute. I mean, I think LeBron had the highest plus-minus for the Lakers, which isn't a surprise or a shock, but AD was minus 17 and LeBron was plus 7. That's a significant difference between the two teams, or between the two players. So, Laker fans, those are just 2 of a number of different takeaways that I took away from the game. But you guys can put in the comments below what some of your takeaways were. Anthony Davis not scoring in the second half. And like I said, LeBron James, and it looks like what's going to be some adjusted minutes for him. I'll be back tomorrow morning previewing some of this Lakers and Phoenix Suns game coming up for the home opener for the Lakers tomorrow night across the street. So appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you for being a part of the show. Thanks, Laker fans.